going on with your boy James the Ace? I know who it is, the man, the myth, the legend. Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about something so big and so unknown to the majority that it is quite literally, if brought to the game, going to change the face of pretty much like below level 100 PvP forever. And I know every time I start a video, I say this just for hype factor, just for you guys to like watch through the rest of the video. But this time I'm being kind of honest. I mean, this literally destroys the idea of level 30 through like essentially level 80 as we know it right now. Like the meta is literally not going to be the same one bit if this comes to live, or if we see this in test, or if it gets pushed to live. Like, all right, let's get right into it, fam. So essentially, I don't know where it was, but somewhere I heard that the devs were talking about making it so, like, just for an example, right? A level 30 myth, you know, achieves 10 pips and has an open shot with a blade. Maybe his pet shattered or he pierced a tower shield off, right? The opponent couldn't pull a tower shield, so they passed or used a weakness or fizzed to stun. So the myth has the open hit with 10 pips, right? Uses a TC Celestial Calendar. I heard through the grapevine that that kind of thing is not going to be able to happen anymore. Remember in this video when I was talking about the whole idea behind the new PvP update was to encourage players to level up within their tier so that they wouldn't be so weak within their tier? Like level 1 is literally the weakest level in the beginner tier. Level 50, I believe, is the weakest level in the intermediate tier, and then level 100, or if you have acquired the Shadow Gauge through the Shadow Dancer quest, I believe, you're basically the lowest level in the expert tier, right? So the whole point of this update was to encourage people to level up. Now, I was wondering, I was like, you know, I remember hearing this somewhere about this whole TC level restriction, but there's no confirmation on it. So I took to Twitter and I asked your boy Magnetic. I was like, bro, actually, hold on. I'll tell you exactly what I said. Let me pull it up. May I ask, because I think Ratbeard was talking about it. At the time, I thought that I heard this from Ratbeard, or somebody told me that Ratbeard was talking about this on his own stream. If you don't know who Ratbeard is, basically he's like the lead designer for like Wiz mechanics and all that stuff as of right now. Is there anything planned to restrict lower levels from using broken higher level TC at Magnetic? And then the examples that I gave were, example, level 30 is using old Lord of Winter TC, or a level 95 with a 1 Shadow Pip gauge using FFA before level 100, because as we know, you do have to hit level 100 before you're able to train FFA, right? So mans came out the cut and said yes. So yo, this quite literally means level 30 ices will no longer dominate level 30 by spamming Lord of Winter, by spamming Mammoth. Legendary balances will no longer be able to farm Sunions for TC ore pops because those are technically level 75. I think I also heard somewhere, although that this is not confirmed, right? I'm just relaying the information that I was told that some dev was talking about on stream. Things like triage are going to become 1 pip, right? But that's not what we're talking about right now. But the game is essentially changing, fam. Like this is not 2016 2019 Wiz anymore, right? 2020 Wiz is something completely different, and moving into 2021, it's only going to change all that much more. Like level 30 myth, you won't be able to use Basilisk, fam. Medusa, like myth mastery in a quick match as a low level, like not level 58 or above. Like, sorry, man, that's not gonna fly anymore. The game is changing. The game is changing at an alarming rate, and I was in a call with some of my friends who basically only did level 30 PvP, and they were absolutely livid by this update, right? But again, if you watched my video about the PvP update and basically promoting level 90, right? Because in my mind, that is essentially becoming the new wave, but a lot of other people seem to think that, you know, they're gonna revert it, this is gonna get fixed, this and that. And although a level notification is coming out, you have to understand that people are going to literally conform to the new standards due to not being able to use the same cards, the same strategies that they were able to use before. So if you're going to deny to face higher levels because you're so hard stuck on your level of PvP, just know that you're not essentially going to be able to play the same exact way as you could have before. The meta for low level is just, it's going to change. Pretty much so to the point where it's probably not going to be recognizable. But like, again, and it's been kind of known, especially if you have social media, that the devs don't really like the idea of people staying a lower level just to experience a certain type of PvP, or kind of avoid, you know, what higher levels have to offer. And they kind of sat, you know, and talked with each other, I guess. This is what I'm imagining happened. And they were like, why would someone stay level 30 when they could just level up and get this new spell and play with this new spell that may or may not be like nerfed or buffed or essential to their level of PvP in the devs' eyes, you know? And they're just sitting around and they're just like, well, level 30 ices, you know, the most used card is Lord of Winter with like 3 blades, you know what I mean? And since they have commander gear, which objectively is kind of broken. If you also don't know, commander gear, Glendemic gear, all duelist gear, basically anything you can buy for arena tickets is going away. Like it's getting taken out. I think the devs even said on a KI Live that they're doing away with arena tickets. Matt Nedick, however, the same dude who confirmed that TCs are getting level restricted, also confirmed that, well, he kind of confirmed, kind of not confirmed. He said that they will at least make sure the aesthetic is available for purchase. So you will be able to still rock the look of Glendemic commander gear, maybe. But duelist definitely, because that's what the one person was asking about, duelist gear and the aesthetic and the stitch and all that. So that will still be available, but all the rest of the stuff is going away, right? Because 50s get way too much resist with Glendemic's gear. Commander gear gives way too much resist. Like with a double resist pet gives you like 55 resist, and you don't get pierced at those levels, right? So again, low level PvP going to be unrecognizable by the time 5th Age comes out. Like legit, like PvP is going to change, whether that's for the worse or for the better. It's definitely looking like it's going to be better for the higher levels. Yeah, like absolutely. And I know a lot of you are probably upset at this, but again, in the devs' eyes, you shouldn't be able to feel comfortable at a lower level while also using these higher level spells that are meant to be for just that, higher levels. You know what I mean? Pretty much when 5th Age comes out, you're going to be encouraged to level up within your tier, maybe cross over into the next tier. And then if you're not satisfied with any of that, then max PvP is probably going to be, I want to say, way more balanced when 5th Age comes out, because at that point they will have revamped all that they want to revamp. There's still cards that need to be audited. Lore spells are going to be audited. Lore spells are going to have new spell elements. All this other stuff. A lot of stuff is going to come in 2021, and the devs already stated, if you've watched my video about the I think it's the producer's letter, or the basically what's going to be happening in 2021, the devs were talking about, right? The main focus of 2021 is to expand on things that are already in the game. So a lot of things are going to be getting fixed, PvE and PvP wise. So is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? So a lot of the people that are watching this video that are severely upset because their main level of PvP is level 30, I want to say you're upset because Magus low level in general, right? If you're using spells that are pretty much not trainable for your level, you're going to be upset because that is basically all you've known at that level is 30s, ices, spamming Lord of Winter, spamming Mammoth, spamming Snow Angel, 30s, using Celestial Calendar, using Basilisk, using Medusa in Quick Match. It's essentially, again, in the devs' eyes, it's not supposed to be a thing. You're not supposed to have that trained, therefore you're not supposed to be able to use it. This means that they want you to level up. They have expressed on forums, you know, people saying, oh, you know, like back in the day, you're ruining Magus PvP, you're ruining level 50 PvP with all these updates and stuff like that. And the devs have responded saying, you know, it's a bad thing if you want to stay a low level. You should be encouraged in an MMO to level up, to get these new spells, to get this new gear. You know, this is why we put this stuff in the game, not for you to stay a low level. So you can kind of see, you know, what the thought process is with the devs when they sit down and talk about these things. So I mean, we kind of saw this coming in one way or another, if you catch my drift. Now, obviously, some people are going to listen to what I just said and be like, James, you know, you're just sticking up for the devs. You just want to look good in front of the devs, this, and that. Listen, I don't care what the devs think of me. All right, I don't care what the devs think of my content. That's not what this video is for, fam. All right, I'll tell you that straight up right now. All right, but a new meta where you can't spam cheap cards that you shouldn't be using anyways, in a meta where ice isn't broken, it can't use all of these broken cards at a lower level. For all of you that are sick and tired of dealing with ice, I'm sorry if ice is your main and you spam these cards to win. It's not fair to other people. It's not enjoyable to other people. I'm pretty sure more ice nerfs are on the way. You know what I mean? But like, new meta, new game. The game is like, you complain so much about the game right now because of the way it is. You know, you at least gotta give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Give it a chance, and then if you don't like it, explain why. But complaining about, you know, you not being able to use Lord of Winter TC at level 30, you know, as of right now, being that it's some of the reasons why people don't actually do level 30 PvP anymore, aside from, you know, the problems with the queue and people taking off gear and glitching their tier in PvP. I am very interested to see what people have to say about this. The meta is obviously going to change. It's going to change even beyond this update. I'm pretty sure when the 2021 update actually hits test realm, or if they decide to push it to live realm and get feedback on it there, multiple things are going to change, right? But having confirmation on this is pretty big. This makes way for a lot of different strategies. It also closes the book on a lot of strategies, but PvP and PvE are basically going to change, because I don't think that this is going to be a PvP thing only. This might extend to PvE. Again, don't quote me on it. We at least have confirmation that it at least is going to be a PvP thing. So don't shoot the messenger. You know, if you guys want me to keep you updated on things like this in the future, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, because this is some pretty good information. You know what I mean? I might get more information in the future. You never know. You want to keep up to date, right? And PvP videos that I do are also pretty sick. Go check those out. But definitely subscribe, turn notifications on, hit that bell, and start a discussion. Let's start a healthy discussion in the comment section. What do we think about this? Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know. But as always, this has been Jamestheace, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.